My daughter's father, let's call him Nico, and I broke up before I found out I was pregnant. We were still quite young and had different things we wanted to achieve, so we decided to go our separate ways. There were no hard feelings, and we parted on very good terms. 2 months after we separated, I found out I was pregnant, and I let him know. He was surprisingly happy about the pregnancy and has since been a wonderful dad and a great friend. We both decided to co-parent and work to ensure we had a healthy friendship to provide our daughter with both parents and a positive environment to grow up in. This has worked very well for us so far. Around 2 years ago, Nico had a one-night stand with a woman, let's call her Emma, and she became pregnant. He did say to her that he didn't want any more children, but he would support her with whatever she chose. She chose to keep the baby, and he has supported her with child support and spends time with the baby regularly. Unfortunately, they have had a few issues working out a co-parenting dynamic because she was not happy that he did not want a romantic relationship with her, which she said had ruined the chance for her to have the family unit she always dreamed of. As a result, she refuses to let him take the baby anywhere without her being present. For example, if he wants her to see family, which is only around a 15-minute drive from her house, she has to be there, etc. This has made for some very awkward and uncomfortable encounters for me, as I am usually invited to such events due to my close relationship with all of Nico's family. Now, it's my daughter's birthday next month, and we are arranging a soft play party for her with just our closest family and friends. I would not mind Emma being there under normal circumstances, however, she constantly makes snarky comments towards me and tries to play the mother role to my daughter right in front of me. Obviously, Nico would like to have both of his children at our daughter's birthday party. However, Emma has said that she will also need to come and will be bringing her 3 nieces and 4 nephews, whom neither of us have ever met. I don't want to make anything more difficult for Nico, however, I want to be able to give my daughter a great birthday without the tense atmosphere that comes with having Emma around. I also don't feel it's fair for me to have to be uncomfortable in my home due to all of this. I have asked a few of my friends about this, and they are split. Some say I will be the jerk for splitting family, and some agree with me. Edit. I feel I need to offer a little more context regarding Nico. I don't believe he is yet aware of her recent demand to attend with all of the children, as it was a message she sent to me directly a few hours ago, and I have not spoken to him yet. I know for a fact he would not be happy with her trying to take over the party either, and would most definitely tell her that the extra children are not welcome. However, he will probably try to find a way for her to come to ensure she doesn't withhold the baby from him. She regularly takes the baby away to her sister's, which is a 6-hour drive away, for weeks at a time when he puts his foot down about things. I will be taking all of your advice and speaking to him regarding taking her to court to have a concrete plan in place. This is something he has mentioned wanting to do quite a few times, but he was hoping that she would come around to just being co-parents. Obviously, that's not the case, and if anything, she has just become 110% worse. Update 1. Hi everyone, before I get into what's gone on today, I would like to provide a few responses to common things mentioned in the comments. With regards to him taking her to court, this is something he has considered and kept documentation of everything happening. However, he wanted to try and make it work outside of having to get lawyers involved. Both me and his family agree he should have done this long ago, however, it was his problem and decision to make. Nico did have a vasectomy not long before the one-night stand with Emma, which obviously failed. I agree extra precautions could have been taken, however, it is also not down to me. He has not been with her since and does not see her one-on-one due to how she has acted since. So when he sees his daughter, there is always a third party there, whether that is his parents or hers, etc. Emma and I do not usually have contact outside of events we are both invited to, and I generally steer clear of her even then. She is actually blocked on all social platforms and does not have my number due to the verbal abuse she threw at me throughout her pregnancy. I was not involved in her pregnancy in any shape or form, however, she was obviously not included in Nico's family functions until the baby was born. She usually makes new accounts to send me messages like the one yesterday, which I just screenshot and ignore. Now for the update, I called Nico over to the main house this morning. For context, we both live on the same property, my daughter and I live in the main house, and Nico lives in a smaller house on the property. I showed him both the message from Emma and this post before anything else, and he completely agreed with many of the comments and thankfully didn't mind me posting here for advice. We had a great chat where I made my boundaries very clear regarding wanting no further contact with Emma. I also advised that I have absolutely no problem with his other daughter, and she is always welcome without Emma. I made it very clear that I would never give him any ultimatums regarding our daughter, but he can't keep letting Emma walk all over him. It is not fair to anyone in the situation, least of all the child. He also called his uncle for recommendations on a family law attorney, as his uncle owns a firm, however, he specializes in environmental law. Nico showed that he had been keeping a record of everything that had happened over the year and a bit, so there aren't any other ways she can spin the situation. Nico also arranged a meeting with both his parents, Emma's mother, and myself for around lunchtime. I had said that I don't feel like I should be included, however, he asked me to join as a lot of the problems that have arisen are due to her hate towards me. He didn't inform Emma that everyone would be attending, and asked her to leave the baby with one of her sisters, so she showed up dressed to the nines and was visibly angry when she realized he did not want to spend time with her alone. When she also realized everyone else was there, she masked her annoyance and greeted all of the parents warmly. When we all sat down, Nico started by telling her that the message she sent me last night was completely unacceptable and would not, under any circumstances, be happening. He said that he has done everything he can to try and make the best of the situation, but he can't do it anymore. He made her aware of his intentions to speak with a lawyer to have an official agreement for everything relating to the child in place. She did try to argue this, but her mother told her to let him finish. He said that he would still pay the child support he has been, which is double the recommended amount, but he will be having visitation with just his child and not her. He said the way she has been acting had been outrageous and he should have done this at the very beginning. Interestingly, her mother was unaware of pretty much everything she had been doing and was very unhappy with Emma. She also provided us with some information that none of us were aware of. When Emma had the one-night stand with Nico, she was actually in a long-term relationship with her partner of 5 years. They had been doing long distance for 8 months at the time due to him caring for his mother in another country. When Emma found out she was pregnant, she visited him in an attempt to pass the child off as his. However, she realized she wouldn't get away with it due to the different ethnicity between the both men. Her boyfriend had broken up with her, and this essentially led to her clinging on to Nico. Her mother was appalled by everything that has been going on and told Emma that she was disappointed in her and that she clearly needed to seek therapy because none of this is normal or acceptable. This is getting quite long, so I will try and cut it down a bit. The outcome of the meeting was that moving forward, Emma will not be present at any gatherings or visits Nico has with his daughter. Her mother will do pickups and drop-offs to ensure that she stays away. They have set days for each parent, and this will all be put in an agreement that will be signed by them both. If it is not upheld, he will then take her to court. Emma did apologize for everything she had been putting us through and agreed to do therapy, but time will tell if that is genuine. Thank you all for your comments and advice. I think it gave Nico the kick he needed to stand up and put a stop to it all, and hopefully, things will improve moving forward.